Global Disability Summit Youth. We asked youth with disabilities around the world to talk about stigma and discrimination. Shirley Liu, Australia. All around the world, no matter where you live, there exists youth with varying disabilities. These include individuals who are deaf, hard of hearing, deaf-blind, blind, have physical disabilities, are amputees, or have intellectual disabilities. Irrespective of their diversity, what they all have in common is striking. Every day, they face barriers in their lives because they are labeled as disabled and therefore experience discrimination by the wider society. We shouldn't be, and we don't deserve to be stigmatized. We are all human and should be seen in the same way as non-disabled people. We should be treated equally. Unfortunately, labels increase the likelihood and incidence of being discriminated against. If we weren't stereotyped so much, there would be less discrimination. Discrimination is powerful and detrimental. To give an example, the deaf community is often viewed from a medical lens. Deafness is perceived as something to be fixed, with cochlear implants being seen as essential and a cure for deafness. Alternatively, deaf people see ourselves as part of a cultural group with a unique language and a rich heritage to be passed on from generation to generation. That's powerful. We don't want to be labeled in a negative way by the medical profession. The label that we choose for ourselves is being part of a unique culture and a world that is accessible. Imagine a world without labels and discrimination, an inclusive society irrespective of where you are. What would an inclusive society look like? Imagine a world where the philosophy, nothing about us without us, was ambiguous. Accessibility would be inherent. An interpreter could be provided via the use of an avatar or a hologram. Spoken language would be automatically translated into captions. Imagine never having to ask for either interpreters or captions to be provided. Technology would be developed with deaf-friendliness in mind, easy for deaf people to use, with thoughts able to be translated into spoken format. Quality language services will be provided for families with deaf babies without question with the result, language rights, and ideal language and life development. Equitable access to education and the workplace will be provided as a matter of course. If this was all provided, there would be no need for labeling or discrimination to occur. Imagine not needing to have to advocate constantly with the government or to lobby for laws to change to accommodate us. Everything would be much more streamlined and the world would be a very different place. Presented by International Disability Alliance, Atlas Alliance, Youth Mental Health Norway, UNICEF. Global Disability Summit Youth, globaldisabilitysummit.org.